Ben Davis, and I'm an author, all-round artiste, and let's face it, grown man in a Peppa Pig t-shirt. And I'm here to talk to you about my new book, Make Me Awesome. Make Me Awesome is a story of 13-year-old Freddie Smallhouse. His family's fallen on hard times. His dad's business has gone under, they don't have much money, they've had to move in with their miserable Uncle Barry. And he is trying to get the family back on track. And to do this, he signs up to Chuck Willard's Complete Road to Awesomeness program. Now, Chuck Willard is an American businessman and motivational speaker, and Freddie sees him as a kind of hero who will help him get his and his family's life back on track. Now, Freddie uses Chuck's advice to start his own businesses. He starts up a Indian-Mexican fusion business with his friend Nilesh called El Propadomo, and he tries to become a prankster by burying himself alive dressed in a suit of armour. He also makes a run for school president and somehow ends up being caught in the girls' changing room with a camera. Freddie even tries out Chuck's hypnosis program in order to try and become a really great football player. And I'll read to you a little bit now from the book, which is that bit. He's in the middle of a football match, and he can feel that training which he received from the hypnosis kicking in. And here it is. As soon as we kicked off, Malvern took up his usual position near the woodlit goal, leaving hands to get smashed by 3 players at once. One of their hugest players started lumbering forward, repelling attempted tackles like a rhino shaking off gnats. Before he could get to me, he passed the ball to a quicker, smaller boy who zigzagged around all the midfielders and defenders until it was just me between him and the goalkeeper. I glanced over to the touchline. I saw Dad willing me to tackle him and get the ball. I saw Malvern Senior laughing as if to say there's no way this loser can stop him. I had to do it. I had to prove him wrong and make Dad proud. Luckily, your hypnotic programming kicked in immediately. I knew exactly what I had to do. I was ready. I was a superstar. I was awesome. The woodlit player dribbled closer to me and I leapt forward, tackling him to the floor, shoulder first. Then I stood up, picked up the ball and ran to the other end of the pitch, where I spiked it and did a victory dance while yelling, "Touchdown!" I looked around, expecting everyone to be cheering. My teammates to be lifting me up and kissing me all over my head. My dad wiping away a tear and mouthing, "I'm proud of you, son." What actually happened was silence. Everyone was staring at me as if I'd just beamed down from the planet Wackadoodle. That was when some of your awesomeness lifted. Enough to allow me a peek into the real world. Your hypnosis had worked a treat, but it turns out that football in America and football in Britain are 2 very different things. I'm now an expert quarterback, which is of 0 use in Tamerston, England. Woodlet's teacher ran over, shoved a red card in my face and screamed, "You're off for handball! Penalty to Woodlet!" I trudged off the field, my head down, too embarrassed to look anyone in the eye, least of all Malvern, who was yelling, "Can't you do anything right, you moron?" I heard Woodlet cheering as their penalty went in, then cheering again when the teacher blew the whistle for full time. Dad clapped his hand on my shoulder. "Son," he said. "Yes, Dad." He sighed. What the hell was that? So yeah, Make Me Awesome. It is a funny book, it is a silly book, but it does have a serious message at its heart, and that's that friends and family and love are the most important things, and riches and fame aren't. And that really, you can't just wish for things and expect they're going to show up. I mean, that's not how life works. I could wish right now for a convertible driven by a monkey, but that's not going to show up, is it? That'd be ridiculous.